Richie Mo'unga, one of the most talented first fives that New Zealand has ever produced, a master of control, a genius with the boot, and a man who carries the weight of expectations wherever he's gone. But as we head into 2026, the big question is, do the All Blacks really need him anymore? Let's break it down. Richie's story starts in Christchurch, at Christ College. He wasn't the biggest or the most physically imposing kid, but he had something far more valuable: vision, timing, and a rugby brain that seemed decades ahead of his years. He joined the Crusaders and stepped into enormous shoes. Dan Carter had just left, leaving a legacy that could crush anyone who tried to follow it. But Richie didn't just follow. He became the heartbeat of the Crusaders dynasty. Under Scott Robertson, Mo'unga led the team to multiple Super Rugby titles, calm under pressure, precise in attack, and devastatingly clever in defence. Every kick, every pass, every move had purpose. He wasn't flashy for the sake of it. He controlled games, and with the Crusaders, he became more than just a player. He became a leader, a strategist, and the man everyone turned to when it mattered most. In 2018, Richie took the All Blacks jersey, and for years, the debate raged: Mo'unga or Barrett at 10. He faced pressure from every angle, but when given the chance, he proved he belonged on the world stage. His partnership with Aaron Smith was lethal. His understanding with Jordie Barrett and Rieko Ioane unlocked defences that no one else could. And in the 2023 World Cup, he delivered performances that silenced every doubter. Calm, calculated, unstoppable. Richie wasn't just playing, he was conducting. He was making the All Blacks look easy when the world was screaming chaos. Then came 2024. Richie shocked New Zealand rugby by stepping away from the All Blacks and signing in Japan. Some saw it as walking away too early, others understood it as a man chasing new challenges. In Japan, he thrived. Different culture, different pace, different pressure, yet the same balance. He continues to grow as a player, adding new skills and perspectives that only overseas rugby can provide. But for the All Blacks, his departure left a big question mark. Could New Zealand afford to lose his experience, vision, and composure at 10? Or was it finally time for the next generation to step up? While Richie was in Japan, the All Blacks turned to two players to fill the 10 jersey: Beauden Barrett and Damian McKenzie. Beauden Barrett, the seasoned veteran and former world-class 10, tried to maintain control and consistency, but injuries and the inevitable sign of age meant he couldn't always be the long-term solution. Meanwhile, Damian McKenzie, normally a fullback, was moved to first five in patches. He offered flair, unpredictability, and a dangerous kicking game, but sometimes lacked the steady, composed game management that Richie provided. The All Blacks experimented, rotated, and adapted. Both Barrett and McKenzie did well at times, but one thing was clear: replacing Mo'unga's calm authority and decision-making at 10 was not easy. His absence left a gap that was felt every time the game reached its crunch moments. So here's the million-dollar question. Do the All Blacks really need Richie Mo'unga in 2026? On one hand, his experience, class, and proven game control. He can dictate a match like almost no one else. His leadership, vision, and kicking game are still elite. On the other hand, the All Blacks have been developing a new generation of first fives, younger, faster, and hungry to make their mark. Some might argue it's time to give the reins to the future. It's not a question of talent. Richie still has it in spades. It's a question of timing, opportunity, and what style of rugby the All Blacks want to play in the next era. Richie Mo'unga has already cemented his legacy, Crusaders legend, and one of the most composed playmakers the game has ever seen. But 2026 isn't about the past, it's about the future. Do the All Blacks need him? That's the debate that will define the next chapter of New Zealand rugby. One thing's for sure: wherever Richie is, and whatever he does, the rugby world will always watch a little closer when he has the ball in hands, because magic doesn't fade.